G'day mates, Nilos here, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. Last time we dealt with a lot of bad aftermath of bad decisions that we've made. We also met probably the demonic incarnation of somebody's mother. Anyway, the next day I waited for Mai in the theater before class. She said she had something very urgent she wanted to talk with me about. It could only be done there. I was confused, but if Mai needed my help, I would do it. I accepted her request without asking questions. Now I sat in the front row, staring at the stage. It was only about a month ago that Jared first asked me to be his girlfriend. Finally, the door opened at the top of the hall, a beam of light shining through the rest of the room. I turned, finding three people still wide in the doorway. What the? Mai let out a boisterous laugh. Congratulations, my friends! You two have won first-class tickets to the wondrous Sasaki beachfront! Hi... What? Mai tossed her hair dramatically, pushing Jared further into the room. Well, it's clear to me that everyone has been, way too stressed out recently. We've got the Paul, we've got the overbearing mothers, we've got tournaments and classes and misunderstandings. It's all way too much. What we need is a vacation. But we have class in a half hour. You mean we had class? Oh god. PG glanced from by the PG and back. Grab him, Peebs! Oh no. PG grabbed Jared around the waist just as he lunged for the door. No, I need to go to class! Jeez, Jared, I never knew you were such a nerd.
No!
You don't understand! Get a grip on yourself, Jared. We're going, and that's that. But I have a scholarship. Mai dove at me, and iron grip closed on my wrist. Before I even knew it began, the battle was lost. You're coming with us. I gulped. There was no point in struggling. Whatever you say, Mai. Hopefully you don't lose a scholarship because of this. It wasn't until we were safely on the train that Jared and I were let go. Mai cackled wildly, and she and PBG shared a high five. Jared assumed a fetal position, muttering to himself under his breath. God damn it, PBG. This'll be fine, this'll be fine, this'll be fine. Don't worry, Jared. This is for your own good. We care about you, so we're doing you a favor. We've got your back. I jumped up and grabbed an arm around PBG's neck, pulling him towards Jared and grinning at him. As he looked between them, realization dawned over his face. You do?
Bingo.
Of course. I watched this all happen, a small worry etching itself into my heart. Of course it was nothing. I shouldn't be concerned. But the doubt was there. It was all a matter of whether I acted on it. God damn it, on it. Anyway. Oh my god, we're here! Mai stretched her arms out and ran across the beach, kicking storms of sand up in her wake. I looked out across the sands of time, feeling the heat creep into my Asagao uniform. We're out here not even a minute and I was already sweating up a storm. As Mai became smaller and smaller the further she got away, I turned and glanced at PBG and my boyfriend. Jared didn't seem to register that we were here. He was holding his face in his hand, staring at the ground in horror. PBG was propping him up with one arm, trying to calm him down. PBG glanced at me and shook his head, tight-lipped. I think Jared and I should... well, we have to change our swimsuits. You and I should do the same. It's hot out here. He smiled nervously. I looked at Jared, hoping to get some kind of signal from him, but he was non-responsive. It was as if his mind was blue-screening. Okay, I'll find mine and do that. Great, we'll meet back here. PG put one of Jared's arms around his neck and helped him off the side of the beach where a number of shabby changing booths stood. I, on the other hand, trudged off in the direction of my elusive best friend. I found her crouched on the far end of the beach, picking seashells out of the sand. I collapsed down next to her, feeling sweat drip down my spine. I shuddered. Hey, I'm sorry we just stole you guys away. I hope you know we're just trying to help. I know you are. Jared doesn't seem to be taking it well. PBG assured me that he has it under control, and I trust him. They've been friends for, ages. If anyone should know how to handle Jared, it's PBG. I mean, one of Jared's first guests on his show was PBG. Anyway. He never judges anyone. That's what's great about him. I died, loosening the collar of my shirt. Can we please change our swimsuits? I think I'm going to die. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot that you were wearing your blazer. You should go without it more often. I think the regular shirt just suits you. I mean, Mai does it. Mai tossed me a small canvas bag, which I opened to find my swimsuit, 2 bottles of sunscreen, sunglasses, and bottles of water. You've been preparing this for a while.
Yeah!
Anything to help my best friend. Come on. She led me around the corner, where there were even more changing booths. I stepped into one, pulling the bright orange curtain behind me. My old swimsuit was not a swimsuit I liked. No, it's more accurate to say I had never owned a swimsuit I liked. I was always self-conscious about my body, and not particularly proud of how I wasn't very well endowed. Swimsuits made me exceptionally paranoid about that. I didn't like people seeing my stomach either. Overall, I felt like I looked like a boy, and the swimsuit shouted these thoughts at me as I held it up. I was going to die of heat stroke if I didn't put it on. With a sigh, I got changed. I hesitantly poked my head around the curtain, praying to the high heavens that the boys hadn't shown up in the interim. Instead, I found Mai, eagerly waiting outside the front of my booth. Oh my god, Hana!
That is so cute!
You look so cute! I blushed and stepped out into the sun, wriggling my toes on the warm sand. Thank you, but you... I struggled to find the words for the way Mai looked. Hot? Sexy? Like a bombshell? I had a dream body, and her swimsuit only accentuated that. You look unbelievable. Mai struck a pose and giggled. I try. She cast a glance down the beach. The boys don't seem to be out yet, but I saw a volleyball court down the way. Want to play a game? Against you? There's no way I'll win. You're actually on the team. Come on, please. I won't seriously destroy you or anything. Just for fun. Okay, as long as you go easy on me. Mai did not go easy on me. She said she did. Oh boy, did she say she did. But the height of her jumps, the ferocity of her serves and spikes, the sheer force behind each and every smack on the ball almost made me feel like there was something wrong. As I dove to the left and right to try to get the ball, as every single hit was matched by mine and sent back to me, I started to get worried. More worried than I already was. Was Mai really throwing this trip to help me? Or was he merely trying to help Jared? The game got more and more difficult, and I got more and more frustrated until I couldn't take it anymore. So, Mai, are you sure you're not upset about me and Jared? I hit the ball over that to her, and for the first time she missed it.
What?
What? No, I'm not upset about it. Why on earth would I be? She walked across the court to get the ball as I caught my breath. I liked him for a long time. A really long time. Then I came along and took him, and you've been really supportive, but we never really talked about it. I was just wondering. When Mai came back with the ball, her face was flushed. I couldn't tell whether it was because of the sun, the exercise, or a conversation. Probably all three. No, I'm fine with it. I put those feelings away when he started dating. It was hard, but he's yours now. I ain't no home wrecker. She tossed the ball in the air and served it to me. I dashed across the field and caught it in my hand, chuckling softly. Fine, I believe you. Let's do something else. I'm tired of getting my butt handed to me. I was having fun. I wasn't. Mai clapped her hands together and kicked the sand, suddenly seeming sheepish. Ah. Now might be good time to tell you something, though. She ducked under the net and stood next to me, leaning in close to my ear. I have a crush on someone else now. She spoke still at normal conversational volume, seemingly having difficulty with the concept of whispering. I immediately took a step back and clapped my hand to my ear before registering what she said. Wait, what? A crush? On who? Shouldn't it be obvious, Hana? I giggled menacingly. I can't tell you. You can't tell me? No, why not? I looked away. I have a feeling you'd be a little protective? Like, a little too protective, so...
What?
What? No, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously you have to pass the very high standards I've set for best friend, but that's a normal thing. I gave a lopsided smile and shook her head. You don't get it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll find out eventually. I'm sure we will. Now she was beaming, and I gasped. You think you're gonna date?
Bingo.
I'd say it's heading in that direction. Oh my god, Mai, I can't believe you're not telling me. You'll find out soon enough.
Hey, yo.
Assuming, of course, we do. Anyway, oh hey guys. I ran across the beach, spread straight into the water, where I could see PBG and Jared had at some point swam over to our side of the beach. I put a hand on Jared's arm, asking him something in a hushed tone. Jared nodded sadly and smiled at her. God. She patted his arm and started wading out to PBG.
Hana!
Hana, don't you want to join us? Jared stretched an arm out to me and Mai turned around.
Yeah!
Yeah, Hana, the water's way better than I thought. I ignored the impulse to cover up the entirety of my body with my tiny little stick arms. Instead, flushed, I tiptoed out to the surface of the water and touched it with a toe. Oh my god, this is better than you thought? Well, it's still early spring. I thought it'd be way worse. No, I'm fine without this. Maybe I'll just stay on the sand. No you don't. Jared's crotch bulged. Jared lunged for me. I couldn't escape fast enough. Eek! He pulled me by the arm into the water, falling under the surface with that wee. I sprang up immediately, my teeth chattering. Jared, you turd! He doubled over in laughter, wiping water from his face. You should have seen how you looked. It was priceless. It was so cute. I stamped a foot indignantly. Cute? Cute? You're being even cuter right now. Just stop flirting with me. Your Playboy act won't work on me. I mean it this time. I always mean it, but... I shoved him into the water and he screamed like a banshee. He popped up a wide smile on his face. Didn't know you had it in ya. You should know better than that by now.
Alright.
Oh yeah? Take this. He grabbed my arm and pulled me under again and the epic war began. PUG and Mai watched this fight, placing bets and generally having a much more relaxing time floating on the waves together, well out of our reach lest we drag them in as well. Jared and I attacked each other, never doing something dangerous, but always trying to one-up the other. As we swirled in the water, as Jared tried hard to chase me down, I was a way faster swimmer, as I jumped on his shoulders, dunked him into the water, as we watched the fish swim beneath our feet, I felt that I was truly happy to be dating Jared. A few hours passed, and the water was starting to feel generally cold to me. I was lying on my back, watching clouds drift by, listening to Mai trying to freak PBG out. This is a safe beach. I looked it up. They net the outside so big fish can't get through. You really think a shark could rip through a little old net? I checked. It's a special reinforced net, so...
Uh-huh.
You think they couldn't jump over it? As I floated on, my head bumped into something squishy, and I turned. Jared beamed down at me, a look of pure, sincere affection on his face. I'm really happy now. I think we bumped into his crotch. My eyes widened, my heart stopped. He looked so happy.
Jared.
Jared? He pulled me into his arms, and I flushed, conscious of the fact that between the both of us, we were practically naked. Jared buried his head into my hair, nuzzling me happily.
Hana?
Thank you, Hana, for putting up with me. Thank you for being my girlfriend. It's our anniversary today, isn't it? Is it? 2 weeks, thank you. I flushed, holding on to his arms, feeling them tighten beneath my hands. It was strange to feel the muscles beneath his skin. My own arms were so thin and frail, and his skin was so rough. Come on. I shook my head rapidly. I'm sorry that I've been kind of a jerk lately. No, I'm sorry. I didn't get where you're calling from. Makes me way more sense now. That doesn't make it any easier to deal with, though. Thanks for that. You're welcome. My heart thumped hard on my chest as I finally vocalized a question that had been on the back of my mind for weeks. Jared, you trust me, don't you? Jared smiled wistfully at me. You know, there was a time that I was really and truly afraid. I liked you as soon as I met you on that train, but the more I interacted with you, the more I liked you. You couldn't hide your reactions to people. If you were afraid, you looked afraid. If you were mad, your face would darken, even if you didn't say anything. I guess I thought that when we started dating, I'd be able to see how much you liked me whenever you looked at me. And that, obviously, that didn't happen. He chuckled lightly. So I got scared. I didn't want to look at you and see you mad or see you upset, but it seemed like that happened a lot when I was around you. I had a hard time dealing with it. I was afraid I was disappointing you. And when I messed up in front of you, I was terrified that, I don't know, that you'd see that I wasn't perfect and you'd break up with me or something. But I did mess up. A lot. And every time, even though you got upset, you never made it seem like you didn't also like me. You never made it seem like I was wrong. Not wrong like I did something wrong, but wrong as a person. Wait, so that's me. So does that mean you do trust me, or? He chuckled and kissed me on the forehead. I flushed.
Yeah!
Of course I do. You deserve it. Ew, gross. I shouted from across the water at us. Too cute! Stop being gross! I stuck my tongue out at her. Jared flipped her off.
Hey!
You know, we'll have to go soon or we won't be back in time for curfew. Excuse me. Man, I don't wanna. I don't care if you wanna. You'll still have to do it. I go and doggy paddle my way to the shore. My son up next to me, positively humming with happiness. Don't say it. I told. Don't say it. You'll eat ice cream for this, with sprinkles. Fine, I'll buy you an ice cream sometime. Thanks, Mai.
You're my best friend, Hana.
Anything from Best Girl, racing to the shore. Mai and I raced to the shore as Jared tried to piggyback PBG through the water. Mai won, obviously. Oh god. The next week at Asagao was peaceful and happy. Jared returned to Asagao and accepted the reprimand he received for skipping class with such a broad smile that his teacher couldn't even find it in him to dole out punishment. For once, the misunderstanding between Jared and me seemed to vanish. He started avoiding our roots during lunch, and so we ate together out in the field, having private little picnics to ourselves. We laughed together, we talked before class, and we spent time after class. I saw less and less of Mai, but I always gave her a brief update when I got back to our dorm. I worried that she would feel lonely, but as days passed, she seemed to only get happier and happier. I often saw her at her desk writing something, grinning like a madman, but I couldn't tell what. And with the tournament that weekend, I wasn't too worried. I felt like I could handle anything, come win or come lose. I still wanted to join Norwood's club, but I wasn't desperate to like I was before. Speaking of tournament points, Okay, we've got 30. I think we're good. I chuckled softly to myself as I finished outlining Jared's most recent dungeon to his large grid map. Jared wasn't as artistically inclined as I was, so he asked me to help out with his dungeon mastering every now and then, explaining to me how the game worked and reenacting their adventures in live form. I hoped that eventually he would feel comfortable enough to have me join an actual campaign. This time, however, I didn't think I would hear another story. Jared shut the door behind him, having returned from going to get the mail, walked slowly to his seat, reading and rereading something in his hands. He looked pale, and I set down my marker as he collapsed into his chair. Jared, is something wrong? He held an ornate piece of paper, lined with intricate gold engravings. It reminded me a bit of the letter received asking me for my presence at the tea ceremony. The Nadeshiko family cordially invites you to. His voice caught in his throat, and he put his head in his hands. Why didn't I see this coming? What? What is it? I snatched the letter from his hands. The Nadeshiko family cordially invites you to our yearly public tea ceremony and arts exhibition. Below the ornate script, where clearly another message was supposed to go, was a jerky and angular scrawl. We request the presence of Jared Nabenbauer and his significant other to a special performance demonstrating the suitability and elegance of the future of the Nagashiko family. Significant other was indented into the paper, as though someone, for some reason, tried to kill the paper with those words. Okay, Umbridge. Well, that's not too bad, right? Hana, you don't understand. She wants to humiliate you. She wants to show you exactly how out of your league you are.
Seriously?
That's okay. I don't mind if I make a fool of myself. I mean, I'll suck them up for sure, but what do I care what those people think about me? You don't get it. Even if you don't care, I do. If you're going with me, we're going to have to practice. I'll have to drill you on the basics, and maybe by the grace of Thor, you won't completely embarrass yourself for me. I clamped my mouth shut, stunned. Embarrassed with you? Really? The only way you can go is if you practice, and you will, won't you? Oh, no. Okay. You know? I think practicing would be a good idea for this. Because, well, if both of us are going to this tea ceremony thing. Yeah, if both of us are going, I'm assuming that because this is Japan anime, we're going to be forced to do something involving the tea ceremony, so I'm going to say agree. Despite the fact that I felt insulted, despite the fact that Jared was being more rude than ever, I acquiesced. I knew that how his mother thought of him was important to him, even if she was a complete monster. A complete beholder, if you will. Even if she acted as though she could care less for his well-being, she was still his mother, and Jared still loved her. That relationship and those dynamics weren't going to change overnight, and neither was Jared. Even if he felt comfortable being himself around me, that didn't mean his other self would suddenly vanish. With all this in mind, it was very hard to be angry with him. And besides, I hoped that maybe if I met her and saw what she was like firsthand, maybe then I'd be able to help him a bit more. Jared smiled at me, but his smile was brief. Okay, if we're going to do this, then we have to start now. Ceremony is the day after the tournament, so...
What?
What? Not so soon? He nodded. Clearly, she planned it this way. He ran a hand through his hair. I know that would make more sense just to have you not go, but I don't want that. I don't want to act like I'm not dating someone. She'd surely try to set me up with some rich girl if I did that.
Yeah!
But even more than that, I'm proud that you're my girlfriend. I don't want to hide you.
Jared.
Jared?
All right.
So, to work! Alright, you're gonna have to control your movements. Jared drilled me on tea ceremony protocol deep into the night, trying to condition my body to have a sense of grace and poise. It was slow going, but by the end of the night we both thought maybe we had a chance. Maybe. Jared and I practiced what we could for the tea ceremony up until the day of the tournament. I woke that morning groggy and nauseous. I spent so much time worrying about my relationship with Jared that I hardly practiced. Even now, when I spent the entire night after the tea ceremony virtually battling strangers online, I felt horribly guilty. The tournament. How'd things go? Would I really be able to beat Ian? I had to if I wanted to join the Normal Boots Club. With these thoughts in my mind, I changed my Asagao uniform and crept out of the room. It was early Saturday morning, and Mai had come home even later than me. I wanted to let her sleep. I stepped out into the fresh spring air, taking a deep breath. I think I am going to cut it off for this episode because I have no idea how long the tournament and everything after it is going to happen. So, in case you like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.